A lot of people ask me, can I just do my divorce myself? And the honest answer is yes. But the other part of the honest answer is, but you're probably not going to get the result that you think you're going to get. People see that the family law forms are available online and they say, oh, I can just go fill out these forms and I'll be divorced, or I can get child custody, or I can lower my child support or raise the other person's child support. And that's what it says. And in theory, you can. But the in theory part is very important because those forms are exactly that. They're forms that are made up that are not particularized to any particular person or any particular situation, and they don't tell you everything. So when you come to a family law attorney, we are very familiar with what your rights are. A lot of people, I had someone call my office just yesterday, maybe even today. I had someone call and they say, we want to hire you. We want to go ahead and file the case in Polk County. And we start asking them questions. And the actual right jurisdiction for the case is Tennessee. It's not even supposed to be filed in Florida. Now, they could have filed the forms in Florida themselves and paid the filing fee and probably gone through a whole bunch of nothing really. It would feel like a lot, but nothing would actually be happening for then in 6 months or maybe less for a judge to tell them, oh, I can't hear your case because this isn't the appropriate venue for that. But by the time you get in front of a judge, you've already had to pay for a mediation because in Florida, you can't go to a final hearing without a mediation. And there's a whole, like, think about what is happening to your family, to your children with not having a certain standard put in place during that time. Or what happens when you go to court and you don't know that your ex has gotten an attorney and they show up for the final hearing with an attorney and you don't have one. I've had so many stories where people come to me for a modification, meaning that a final order has actually been put in place. And now they're saying, Judge, change your mind. Judge, I want you to do something different now. But that point when they come to me, they're suffering. I've had people come to me saying, I don't have custody of my kids. I've been with my kids every day since they were born. And for the last 3 months, I haven't seen my child. Or for the last 3 months, my ex, who hadn't been in my kid's life up until a certain point, has full custody. And or somebody will come to me and say, I owe $1,000 a month in child support, and I pay this, and this, and I only make $1,700 a month. And they didn't know what to ask for. They didn't know what child support guidelines were. The other person came in, they didn't know what documents to collect. Like on average, when we collect what are called mandatory disclosures from our family law clients, we're collecting anywhere from 15 to 20 documents. I can guarantee you most people who are filing those forms don't understand that those documents need to be provided and analyzed in order for them to win. And so you go through this whole process and your family is going through this really traumatic situation when it could have been avoided if you had invested in your family and said, hey, let me get an attorney who knows what they're doing, who prioritizes my family and my children, and who will give me legal advice and go in and go to court for me and go to mediation for me and really negotiate for what I want. And if ultimately we can't agree, somebody who I trust to go to trial for me and to get what's best for me and my family and my children. And I have never once had a family law client that said, this wasn't worth it. Like every single one of my family law clients has given us a 5-star review because what they came to us for was to fix the turmoil that was in their family. And while we're not necessarily in the business of fixing families, what we can do is put a set of standards in place for you so that by the time it's all done, you can say, no, this is clearly what is supposed to happen. There are no questions left. There's no argument left to have. This is what's going to happen, and we're going to move forward in a way that's best for everybody involved.